No one is forcing you to work at that job you hate. I think you will find the threat of starvation and homelessness is fairly coercive. You are totally replaceable at work. You're not replaceable at home. Home is your real life. Keep that perspective, always. Warning. All employees must not eat during work hours. Receive a $20 reward if you catch an employee eating during work hours. Employees with 3 warnings will be laid off with no exceptions. My job accidentally put 4,000 hours on somebody's time clock and his check was $23,000+. He quit the next day and now they can't find him. My 7-year-old son has a daily task list and gets $1 if it gets completed. At the end of the month he has bills to pay and pays them to me. In the last 18 years Republicans have voted 9 times in favor of raising their own salary, raising it a total of $99,000. In that same time they have also voted 14 times against raising minimum wage and attempted 71 times to take away people's healthcare. Millennials will continue killing one company a day until we get $2,000 a month. Too much to lose. Not enough to escape. Just enough to do it again the next day. The relationship between you and your employer is not one of equals. Being in a union fixes the imbalance. How's work? I got called in today. I haven't had a raise in 12 years. My rent is more than 3/4 of my pay, but we had a pizza party. It is not possible to be both a winner and a loser. What about employee of the month? Hashtag hospital office. Hashtag work from home. Hashtag work from anywhere. I said I'm able to work under pressure, not die for your company. When you watch documentaries to educate yourself, but the more you learn the more you hate existing in a money-hungry society that values capital over human life. 21-year-old college student to take reins of father's Farmington Hills construction business. If you buy a $3 cup of coffee on your commute to work 5 days a week you would spend $90 per month. That's $1,080 per year. If you invested $90 per month at a 6% rate of return for 5 years you would miss out on a simple joy that makes life worth living. Crew are not allowed to discuss their rate of pay. If you see this she definitely talk about your pay cause your employer is definitely hiding some shady shit and you all need to stick together for it. Effective immediately, due to the fact no one wants a job or show up to work. Our hours will be Monday to Saturday 9 AM to 3 PM, closed Sundays. Hey, I'm quitting. How come? I just don't really like you guys no more. I got a new job also, so each job requires a 2-week notice. This is extremely unprofessional on your part. Good luck. Each job Rick, shut the F up, you lucky you gotta text the F. Wealth of Jeff Bezos. 2009, $6.8 billion. 2021, $188 billion. Wealth of Mark Zuckerberg. 2009, $2 billion. 2021, $117 billion. US minimum wage. 2009, $7.25. 2021, $7.25. 3 words. Tax the rich. If I do a job in 30 minutes it's because I spent 10 years learning how to do that in 30 minutes. You owe me for the years, not the minutes. Dear team members, employee, a dedicated team member from location has been with our family since 1987. She recently contracted COVID-19 and missed 16 days of work. This, coupled with a personal crisis earlier this year, has exhausted her PTO balance. Company is proud to offer our PTO donation program as a way to help. Please consider donating PTO to this employee during this time of need. Why do jobs ads always look for people who go above and beyond? If you have additional requirements, say so and compensate me for it, otherwise I will do exactly what we agreed I would get paid to do. Landlords counting their money. It ain't honest, but it's much. Need employees to work below a certain rate to be profitable, but workers won't do the job at that pay. Bend over and grab those bootstraps, baby, you got a non-functioning business model. Deontay Wilder worked 4 jobs to support his daughter who was unwell and to give her better care. He began boxing to gain money for his daughter and he was still working his regular jobs. He is the American dream. He is an absolute legend. Respect Wilder. Man had to work 4 jobs to get proper care for his daughter, and they call that a part of the American dream. This a nasty place we live. If the point of having a society isn't to care for each other, to ease suffering and realize each life's potential, literally what is the point? To hoard wealth, to build empires on other people's throats. Life is brief, nothing lasts. Wealth and empires are pointless violence. Senator Tim Scott, we cannot encourage people to make more money in unemployment than they do in employment. Gee, I wonder why giving people enough to live on comes out to more than minimum wage. I did it. I asked why should I work for you in an interview. Boomers belittling millennials for being lazy and whiny about their jobs. Boomers getting fired before retirement and waking up in a job market that doesn't value loyalty, underpays and age discriminate. Perfect, wanna come in tomorrow around 3:30 tomorrow to meet with me? Okay cool, I will be able to make it in today. I just had one question. How much will I be making per hour? It didn't say on the application. Starting pay is $9. Hey, I just wanted to tell you that I'm no longer interested in the position. Sorry, but I'm looking for something with higher pay. Thank you for your consideration. Restaurant and hotel workers are quitting their jobs at a rate that's more than twice the record national average. Can we contact your previous employer to find out what you were like on the job? Sure, as long as I can contact your previous employee to find out what you did to drive them away. After getting rejected from now over 200 jobs I applied to, I can confidently say that getting a master's was the biggest mistake I have ever made. What's the weirdest thing you ever got in trouble at work for? I was accused of being disrespectful because the 6 people I CC'd on an email weren't listed in order of seniority. Having to write cover letters is so dumb. Do you really believe my dream ever since I was a little girl was to optimize SEO for a mid-level online publication? No, it was to ride a pony on a space rainbow. Grow up. A record number of Americans are quitting their jobs. In August, 4.3 million people quit, evidence of the considerable leverage workers have in today's economy. The human body evolved over hundreds of thousands of years, so you can sit at a desk in a sterile cubicle and look at fake lights in a box and pretend you don't want to kill yourself. And if you can't focus on doing that for 9 hours a day 5 days a week, that's a mental disorder. They are taking our jobs and they are bringing into our country. Well, that's convenient, because I love and I hate working. Boomers, there's a job shortage. This is an employee market. I wish I had this when I was younger. Reality. Hi Sam, I was browsing CVs on Indeed.com and your degree in BSc Biomedical Sciences really stood out to me. I'm currently looking to fill a position for Smokey Mo's Bar and Grill. To recommend thrift to the poor is both grotesque and insulting. It is like advising a man who is starving to eat less. Unfortunately, everyone either quit or didn't show up. I'm also going to quit. Have a greater day though. Jobs need to understand that the only way to make me feel appreciated is to pay me what I'm worth. That's it. No amount of lunch on me t-shirts or team building is going to cut it. Asked the girl ringing up my clothes about her day, and she said she was struggling because she had just had a miscarriage and they made her work in the baby section. Union tippers told restaurant employees that if $2.13 per hour wasn't enough, they should get another job, so they did. And now your favorite restaurant is understaffed and you're mad about it. Interesting. We are now hiring 15-year-old associates. Holy shit, you'd just pay people a living wage. I have been applying for entry-level jobs I'm perfectly qualified for, but no one ever gets back to me. The worker shortage is fake. The worker shortage is corporate PR spin for a capital strike. They're holding off on hiring in an attempt to force workers to take lower wages. They even try to enlist customers on their side with those bullshit "sorry we are slow, no one wants to work right now" signs. My fetish is rich people not getting what they want. Members of Congress have each been paid 16 paydays of $7,125 base salaries for a total of $114,000 since sending you $1,200 to live on 240 days ago. You got 20 cents a day, they got $475 a day, and they took a recess, paid vacation. We need a 3-day weekend. One for errands, one for social activities, one for staying in bed like we have got some Victorian wasting disease. Steal a dime, you're a thief. Steal workers' pensions, you're a CEO. If hard work made you rich, everyone with a 9 to 5 would be millionaires. No immigrant has taken your job. You were laid off by a capitalist who required cheap labor and took advantage of that immigrant to increase his profits, and nothing makes him happier than to hear you blame the immigrant and not him. It honestly doesn't matter how easy a job is, people spend hours of their lives working that they'll never get back. We give up our lives for jobs and we should be paid a living wage. Our time on earth is limited and valuable, it needs to be paid for accordingly. CEOs during economic boom, my profits. CEOs during recession, our losses. Landlords will take 1/3 of someone's income and then say she like people just need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Retailers, nobody wants to work. Also retailers, we have an opening for 7 hours a week, no benefits, and we'll pay you with a handful of seeds and a cool rock we found on the beach last summer. Make entry-level jobs entry-level. For the first time in its history, Starbucks is giving all of its baristas sick leave. Breaking. Company decides employees shouldn't come in sick to handle food and drinks, doesn't want illnesses spread to customers. Lol, we're really praising billion-dollar corporations for doing the bare effing minimum here, aren't we? Squid Game, a Korean dystopian thriller about people in desperation. They know we are willing to kill people to get out of crippling debt. The United States government. 100% free college tuition. I exist to provide labor to my employer. In return, I receive just enough money to provide for basic shelter, food and transportation, so I can return the next day and labor for my employer again. I will do this day after day and be thankful for the privilege. I will do this week after week, month after month, and year after year until my health and body can long provide value to my employer. Then I will die. When the rich rob the poor, it's called business. When the poor fight back, it's called violence. It's not a labor shortage, it's a shortage of respect and fair compensation for workers. It's a response to years of exploitation by the ruling class. No drinks back here, unless they have a screw on top. Thank management. You make a difference. You have won an unpaid time off. We love our team. No matter where you are working, what you do, what is your excuse for this Monday? No matter what you do, make sure you still work despite having half a body. God, capitalism is terrible, and you're all celebrating this. Wow. A little girl just came up to the ice cream truck and asked if she could buy ice cream with a blue rock she found. I'm now 1 blue rock richer. My finances. By the way, nobody show this tweet to my boss. Nobody. Me at 2 AM. I need to sell all my shit and move into the forest. People have major mental health conditions and have to go to work every day, from customer service to non-profits to corporate. Let that sink in. Baristas or servers you bark at or mistreat your coworker, any of them could have to clock in with their condition. Be effing kind. A concept. Turning dead malls into homeless shelters. Hear me out. Malls have food courts, which can be easily renovated into a cafeteria that is able to hold and feed lots of people. Stores can be converted to rooms, food banks, daycares, classrooms, clinics, etc. What does competitive salary even mean? The salary will be competing against bills. The world is short-staffed. Please thank those with integrity who showed up. In high school, our gym teacher asked us who we thought the smartest teacher in the school was. We guessed the AP chemistry teacher, the pre-calc teacher, the AP physics teacher, etc. He goes, nope, it's me. Because I get paid the same as those guys and I play dodgeball all day. If you want Amazon to be the world's only retailer, keep shopping there. Buy books from people who want to sell books, not colonize the moon. Inspiring, this CEO saw one of his employees digging through the dumpster for food, so he bought her a headlamp to make it easier to sift through the garbage. A study shows people working from home are having dating, taking naps and doing side hustles on company time. Okay. When people claim that the fulfillment of basic needs for all would destroy the incentive to work, they are admitting the entire capitalist system is based in coercion, that it is a form of slavery. Work for us or starve. Labor can never be voluntary in such a system. 250 of Raising Cane's corporate employees will be going in the field to work behind the counter. Corporate employees are working as fry cooks and cashiers. Have you ever heard a head say, "I have no money, I'm not going to smoke today"? No, they always find a way. Are you gonna let a head out hustle you today? My friend got a degree in Egyptology, but can't get a job, so he's paying more money to get a PhD, so he can work teaching other people Egyptology. In his case, college is literally a pyramid scheme. Lol, you're such a dumb creature. You're the only creature that pays to live on Earth. My parents bought their house in 1992 for $200,000. It's now worth like $1.2 million. I make more than they did back then and I can't buy a house, but rent is more than their mortgage was. You have summarized the millennial struggle into sentences. We have an excellent work environment. The work environment. I know this is the norm in America, but getting home at 6 p.m. and having 2 to 3 hours to yourself every night is the craziest shit ever. Don't make me tap the sign. There is no labor shortage. There is a shortage of good paying jobs. Boss makes a 20. I make a buck. That's why I smoke in the company truck. Vibes by net worth. $10 million. I'm rich. $100 million. I'm comfortable. $1 billion. I'm poor. I swear nothing to see here. Keep it moving. Treat staff badly. Staff leave. Understaffed. Implement rules like this and mandatory overtime to cover shifts. More staff leave. Staffing crisis. Treat and pay your workers well 100% of the time. Example of future housing plans under communism. This is literally the current housing plan under capitalism. I need childcare to do my job just as much as I need a road or bridge to get to work. If you don't think child and elder care are infrastructure, I doubt you have ever needed to take care of anyone else in your life. Working your regular job while working on your own personal career, while working on yourself, while working out, while working on your relationship, while working on your friendships, while working on other personal goals, while trying to accommodate everyone, while trying to sleep. In '98 I worked at Wendy's and made $7.25. The current federal minimum wage, a medium mix combo after taxes, came out to $4.45. Today that same combo runs you over $9. So when you say doubling the minimum wage will double prices, I don't know what the F you're talking about, LMAO. If you call in sick or do not want to actually work, do not apply. This post is for winners. In rural Texas we posted a $14 per hour part-time cash container unloading job. No one showed up. Now our team of 2 is unloading 35,000 pounds of brain flakes themselves. While that $14 isn't enough these days, pictures are old and for plush, but it gives you an idea. Lol, you're complaining that you had to take your own offer. Thank you for being key to our success as a team. Every day you make a difference. Things I thought I would have as an adult: or thriving career, an amazing social life, an impressive retirement account. Things I actually have as an adult: a plastic bag filled with plastic bags, a favorite spatula, crippling anxiety. 3% pay rise. Inflation is 5%. I have got 99 problems and basically all of them could be solved by a salary increase. All I do is work and sleep, but I never have any money and I'm always tired. Here's how they raised millennial kids. Go to college. Why would you go to college if you wanted electricity and a roof? You kids are overeducated and over gay. Instead of firing teachers for having OnlyFans, schools could simply pay them, so they did not need supplemental income. School sucks. F work. I never notice what has been done. I only see what remains to be done. So the demand for workers is very high, right? Yup. And the supply of workers is very low. Yup. If demand is high and supply is low, then the price should go up. That makes sense to me. Then raise our wages. $7.25 for expert level position. Those hedge fund managers just need to grab themselves up by their bootstraps, find a job, work really hard, and don't waste their money on iPhones. Maybe if they made their caviar at home instead of eating out, they could save a few bucks. If you find a job you love, you never work a day in your life. There is no perfect job for me. You romanticize a career to feel better about selling your best years to wage slavery. Do not indoctrinate me into your cult of complacency, old man. Management, treating employees like dog shit. Pizza. People are so lazy, there's jobs available everywhere. Advertisement. How would you like to work for us? The job is 6 days a week and you'll still be poor. The working class. No. US minimum wage working weeks. To earn 1 year's tuition and fees at the average 4-year university. 1978. 13 weeks. 2018. 57 weeks. Let's be absolutely clear. America is an oil company with an army. Me looking at all the emails from the dozens of employers that once rejected me, now begging me for an interview. Another round of raising prices while keeping wages down. Cool, right? How are folks supposed to afford things when wages don't go up to match the higher cost of living? But then it's all surprised Pikachu face when the pitchforks and torches come out.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.